guys. Welcome to Same Blood, Different Type, episode 4. Oh my gosh, so
Stop
fun.
playing. You've been here 4 times?
Fantastic 4.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm Liv.
And I'm Mariah.
And welcome to our little podcast, guys.
Yes.
I'm so happy you guys are here. I hope that when you guys are here, you feel loved, you feel heard, you feel seen, and you feel like, oh my God, people think like me. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But honestly, most importantly, I hope this is a place where you can feel the love of Jesus, where you can hear the love of Jesus. Because literally we are only here because of him. And he has brought us through so much. If you think we have it together, we only do because of Jesus Christ himself. So we just want y'all to just be able to feel his love and his presence. And I hope that when we are speaking, that you can feel him and you can hear his voice through ours.
Yeah. Every broken piece he's put back together. And we're so grateful. We're a testament to that ourselves.
100%.
But we just really hope that you feel the goodness of God through us, because he has been so good to us and continues to do so.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that this is a place and a safe place for you guys to just experience that and breathe and relax and feel that amazingness. But because of that, though, make sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Yes, please.
Click the little bell button so you can be notified at our episodes. But yeah, don't sit on the good feeling yourself. Share it with your friends, okay? But we're so grateful you guys are here, and let's get into this.
One more thing.
Yeah.
If you're not a Christian, you could become one.
You're
It's
at the
very
right spot.
easy. It's super simple. Find you a good church to go to. Jesus loves you.
Yes, he does.
Okay. All right, so let's get into
a
little hot topic.
This is something we need to discuss.
It is. It is. Okay, so I am a theater person. Okay, I write.
Does she ever?
Listen to soundtracks. I love musicals. I am a fan. Okay, this new Wicked.
I'm just shocked that you're not going to actually mention the musical that you could literally probably repeat.
What?
Phantom of the Opera.
When
you said I listened to, I was about to mouth Phantom of the Opera because she
guys
100% obsessed. Send her a t-shirt, okay?
Yeah.
Gerard Butler.
No, my dream trip literally is London at Her Majesty's Theater.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
see
New York.
Phantom of the Opera.
I thought you were going to say New York, but no, we're going to London.
Yeah, I want to see Phantom of the Opera there. I think I would cry.
Well, your husband sure does watch this podcast, so
he knows what to do.
Plug. Anyways, she loves theater.
I do.
That's
I
what
love
brings
it so
us
much.
here.
I'm very excited to see the new Wicked movie. But I do want to talk about,
girl,
you guys. Have you seen the interviews? Do we know that actors are acting always?
I hope so.
I hope
we're not forgetting.
I feel like we don't know this.
I feel like they don't know
I feel
that
like
we
they
know.
don't know we. Oh, that's so good. Yes.
I love
They
this.
don't know. I love us. They don't know that we know.
That they're
we know.
actors. You get paid to fake cry. I mean, I'm confused. How could I ever take you seriously?
Like, I'm sure you cry in the movie.
Ooh, I'm going to get... That sounded bad.
I
take you seriously.
Yeah, 100%.
But I mean, I can't trust that that's not you acting.
Nobody loves movies
Actors.
as much as I do.
Movies.
As much as we do.
Nobody does.
You guys, we are entertained. I love it. I love your job. At the same time, when it comes to real life,
please,
it's something that I probably don't trust you with.
I can't.
No.
I can't. Because my child, who has not had an acting class, can act like, ow, I fell, and then Miley will be like, me too, and then she'll
100%.
do it. So if my child can, you've gone to school, you can't. I don't trust it. I'm sorry.
No. And you get paid millions. Trust me. When you say, and I invited her over the house, and we sat on the floor and we talked for hours and hours.
I don't believe you.
Why? First of all, why did we sit on the floor?
You're rich. Buy a couch.
Sit.
But I know you have a couch.
And I'm sure there were cushions on that floor. Stop playing with me.
But I don't think they were even on the floor. I just
and
can't
you talked
imagine
for hours and hours and
you
hours.
Said,
oh
Ariana Grande, or however you say her name, come into my home. Let's sit on the floor together. I just don't buy it. You know what else I don't buy? No, we won't. You know what? No.
Tell me what you don't buy.
I also do not buy Drew Barrymore with her. I'm embarrassed.
Drew.
Drewby, stop
it.
Stop. stop.
Because,
nobody loves Drew Barrymore
more than we do. Okay.
But I can't handle it. I can't handle it because you are on the couch and I just feel like Mamala.
Like, stop it. And I'm pretty sure she started the Mamala thing.
I think so.
It's crazy.
She needs to stop it.
Mamala is 40 something. No, I'm just kidding. But she's too young to be everybody's mom. Stop it.
And also,
oh, go ahead. You also go.
Girl, you got me opening a can of political worms and I don't want to. But I was just going to say, I wasn't trying to find a mom in her. I was trying to see if I wanted to find a president in her. So I'm confused.
Yeah.
But anyways, why are we doing that on the couch? I
don't get it. And what I do want to say is, Drew, don't you remember the interviews you did when you were a kid? We know you grew up in a celebrity family. We know you grew up in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. We know you're not like us.
Yeah.
Okay? They not like us. That's also so complicated.
I was
she said they not like us. But they're not. We are not the same. Drew, you don't even realize that, like, your products are in Walmart and we've all been there, we shop there, and you probably have not.
Yeah.
You don't even understand that that at this moment, no one's buying your products because we're trying to buy groceries.
But can I be honest about something? This might be a hot take. Okay? You ready for this?
Give it to him, girl.
I'm almost annoyed because it gives you put it in Walmart because you wanted to look like I put it in Walmart. But your stuff belongs in Target. Her designs are so cute.
They're so cute.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah.
Because now I don't even believe your choice to put it in Walmart. I believe that you did it for the hype of,
look at me, I'm sure.
I'm in Walmart.
She was going viral for a while ago because they were saying that she was like I can't remember what the verbiage was, but basically like an imposter, like I'm a normal person imposter.
Because you're not.
She's not. She kind of like, she tries to act like she's normal, but she's not. She was on a
talk show, and mind you,
she's a celebrity. She's
been through a lot.
Yeah.
Because she was an actress at a really young age. She talks about her story
She's
deep.
an alcoholic by 10 or something like that.
Very heavy, very deep stuff. I just feel like sometimes we go so far to try to like overcompensate that it's giving the most. And just this it's giving fake
and like
over.
I
don't know.
And why are we so confident to talk in someone's face?
But why? Did you hear that Martha Stewart actually reacted badly? I saw the video. She was like, "Well, who gets you like hot and toasty?" Drew, right? And she's like, "Who does that?" As she's asking her, come a little closer. As she's asking her, she's like, "Who does that?" And literally she goes, Martha pushes her away.
Martha's crazy.
Because Martha's a beast. She don't play. She doesn't play. I mean, her and Snoop are like besties.
But that documentary's crazy.
I didn't finish it.
She's crazy.
But needless to say, not everybody is accepting to that. So when Olivia,
I'm one of those people. I'm not.
I have to don't force myself to be touchy with her because I love it.
She's a touchy person. I'm like
I'll just grab her.
Like sometimes. If someone's like this, oh girl, that's so funny. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, why'd you have to touch me?
I wonder how long you'll let me just rub your leg.
I can feel that. I can feel it. Anyways,
yes.
Actors are acting. I don't think Ariana and the co-star, I cannot remember her name and I don't want to mispronounce it, but it's
Cynthia.
But her first name is Cynthia.
Man.
Urbo or something. Urbo?
But you know what? Real quick, since we're going to change tops quick. Topics. Real quick. I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
When she played in Harriet, that song from Harriet, Cynthia Erivo, the movie. It's a Black History song.
Oh, okay, I don't think I've
Look
seen
it up, you guys.
Okay.
That song belongs in the church house, let me tell you.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. Like, please put on a program for Black History Month at your church. And I don't care. Please let me come and sing it. Will I sing it like she does? Absolutely not. I just want to be in that moment. Because, my goodness, she can blow.
She can. They're talented.
No one's more
talented than they are.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's what you're talking about.
You guys, they're just trying to promote this film of like, unity, we just love each other.
We were on the floor. Stop.
They were acting. No one sitting on the floor talking for hours and hours and hours. Stop. You didn't get up to get something to drink and go to the bathroom? Okay,
liar.
I'm just kidding.
You acted too. You just acted like you couldn't pee, huh? You crazy. You know you had to go pee.
These people crazy, y'all.
Actors acting, girl.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about something.
Yes.
Like, we're not talking right now, but let's continue to
Let's
talk.
about something else.
Let's
get a little serious.
In this world where everybody does have something to say, like even two people who have never met these two actors can have something to say about them, right? We live in this kind of world. So,
and when they see this video, they'll probably be like so bothered.
Yeah, because they're like,
they're definitely gonna watch our podcast.
They're gonna watch it. They are faithful subscribers.
Yeah.
But in this world, everyone has their little 2 cents, and it's become more like 50 cents, honestly. Hey,
yeah, that's good.
But it's crazy, right? We live in this time where everyone has a platform to talk, and if they don't have one, you can create one easy,
right?
Yeah. You know, and you might even
like
find other people that actually align with you. But is what we're listening to, what we're saying, is it quality? And I feel like even with us right now, we're navigating this podcast. We're navigating the voice we want people to hear. We're navigating what we want to talk about, what message we want to give out. You know, we're navigating this right now. Now, we're not saying that we are trying to figure out who we want to be. We're just also trying to make sure we give quality and like, what do we actually want to talk about?
Yeah.
So the point is, though, not everybody thinks like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that we're so great because we think like that, but in this time, I think we really need to be careful about what we're actually consuming and what we're listening to and what we're allowing in this constant thread in our minds, because it's like we live in a Wikipedia world. You know, Wikipedia, you could just like go in and type whatever you want.
Everybody has something to say.
And you can look up, what's the definition of this? And then someone could just put it in.
Everybody's opinion.
That's what we live in.
Yeah.
Social media, podcasts, even even movies.
Yeah.
That's what we're living in.
Yeah.
Are we also doing the checks and balances to make sure that it's aligning with what's going to feed us?
Yes. And is what we're saying worth listening to?
Exactly.
And is what
That's
you're
so
listening
good.
to worth listening to?
Yeah.
For seriously. Because you look, like you said, there's so many podcasts. And at the start, like I think pandemic, right? That's when the podcast started going crazy. All these dudes. I remember seeing, guys were like, I could finally say what I want to say. Yeah. And they're like,
and I'll find other guys who want to say it with me.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I don't date girls that are like this. I don't like, it's just,
remember that black guy? Samuels or something.
Oh, Kevin Samuels, which that was hilarious.
We loved it.
I promise I used to watch it. I used to be at watching it. It was entertaining, but also, was anything he said worth listening to for real? Some of it kind of was. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of it was kind of true, but
there might have been a few
points that kind of should be taken away.
But it was for entertainment purposes more. It was,
but also like. He wasn't truly maybe he was making a difference in his business. Yeah. But it just had a lot of negative, and he's gone now, right? Yeah. Which is sad. But what he left behind about himself was a guy who was really mean and didn't like women and said horrible things about women. Like, I really think if you say Kevin Samuels, you're going to think about he's the guy that would have women come on his podcast. Yeah. And he would say, what do you think you are? And then he'll be like, no, you're actually a 3. Or you're like, he would just, knock women down for real.
I'm just not going to ask. But yeah.
I would never put myself in that position. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm a solid 10, but I'm not going to put myself
12 on a good day.
Right. But people just talk and talk and talk. But we want to make sure that what we're saying actually means something. And you want to make sure that what you're listening to actually means something. Yeah. Especially because it's almost like music. People are listening to podcasts in their car. Yes. And just how you can put on a song and feel the vibes of the song. You put on a sad song, you feel sad. You put on a happy song, you feel happy. You put on a different kind of song, you feel a different kind of way. That's the same with podcasts or with things that you're listening to. It can really change your opinions, your moods, what you feel, all that stuff. And you don't want to be overcome by that.
But also too, when you said the music thing, it just like rang so loudly, because music and what music can do, what sound can do is actually not even spiritual all the time. Yeah. Like, I remember there was this lesson that was taught, and it was listening to some orchestra being played. I think it was like Zimmer or something. Max Zimmer, or what's the guy who does all the Black Knight? Hans Zimmer, right? So you can hear the music, right? And one of them made me cry. And it made me give me this like familiar feeling like when I listen to a really good worship song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's the emotion. But I think just like we can be like, oh my God, this song was so good. And we're like worshiping and tears fall and we can get so emotionally invested in that.
Totally.
People would say, okay, but like get Jesus too. Like
Right,
don't just,
right.
It's not just about the worship. Don't
Right.
worship the worship, right? But at the same time, music can do that. And sound can do that. People start their day with these podcasts.
Yeah.
People start their day with listening to sermons over again.
Yeah.
What are we putting in?
Yeah.
What are we actually putting in the morning time? You're drinking your cup of coffee or you're doing what you got.
I hope you are drinking coffee.
I hope you are doing it.
If you're not, get to it.
Get to it. Or you're on your commute to work. What are you actually putting into your ears?
Yes.
Is it that worship music? Is it actually, or is it the sermon? Or is it that podcast that really just,
podcast?
or is it this? I hope so. But it's so important. And that was such a good point. I think sometimes we disassociate what sound can do because we're just like, well, music. I don't listen to music with cussing or derogatory terms, but what you're listening isn't feeding you either.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
and you want to,
such a good
obviously,
point.
you don't have to always have on music that's feeding you or whatever, but if you're the majority of your time, if you're listening to things that are not, then it really will affect you. Yeah. That is the truth. Yeah. That's just
what points of the day?
Exactly.
Think about it, the morning or even the night. The night is emotional.
Yeah.
Regardless. Like, when you get your cup of coffee at night, you get teary-eyed, I'm sure. You put her by a fire with a cup of coffee and a blanket in the fall time. I'm
a viber.
You will see a tear. Okay?
Yeah, I am a viber.
It's a viber.
It totally is. I would say too, this is kind of off subject, but for single people, I used to think that this was not needed, but I think it is. Like, if you're single, I wouldn't listen to like love songs all day long, you know, because it really can affect where your mind is, and it'll keep you in a place where you're just like so desperate for that person, for companionship, and you don't want to be there. You really want to be content in where God has you. And if you're listening to love podcasts, marriage podcasts, love songs all the time, you're just consuming yourself with that, it can put you in a dark place. Yeah. So it really can. And I bet you, if you're single and you've been listening to love songs all the time and you're trying to figure out, why am I so like sad all the time that I'm not with somebody, change what you're listening to. Yeah. And I bet you're going to see a change in like a day. That's so good. One day you're going to see a huge difference. For real. That's so good. Because it really does affect your mindset, how you're thinking, how you're looking. It changes the color of your lenses, for real.
No, girl, stop. It changes the color of your lenses. It's really so good because we live in a world where you automatically have the glasses on.
Yeah, exactly.
We all have the glasses on. Okay? Yeah. We already have them on. What the lens is what you choose. And that is so huge. What lens are you putting on? Those ones that you could switch out.
Right.
What are you looking through? And I think sometimes we associate, again, it to, because we hear, especially in the church world, we hear music. What are you listening to? Oh, I don't listen to this. I don't listen to that, blah, blah, blah. But in this world, it's more than that now. You don't have, music is not the only thing that you just have easy access to. It's someone's voice talking. It's sermons. It's a movie. I mean, I saw this TikTok and it said, I have a husband who's a YouTube husband. And basically she said, my husband doesn't do anything without a YouTube video in the background. And literally that's like me, but like The Office or like whatever show I'm on.
Or like making videos for me.
I'm always, I'm cleaning dishes and I'm like, ooh, let me put this on. And I put it on. And so, but again, it's like, what's consuming? We're being
entertained all the time by something.
So it can't just be us being selective with our music anymore. It can't be, and even, this is kind of a different wrench, but it's not even like you can't be holier than thou and say I only listen to, but the preacher you listen to is not even speaking truth, or the podcast you listen to is trash. And by trash, I'm not saying opinion, I'm actually saying like trash for your soul. So I'm not just saying opinion,
because there is trash. Ooh, I was just listening to a podcast,
oh my god,
today. I'm not even gonna say what they were saying. I sent it to her, but it's young people and they're talking about who had relations with who. Yeah. But they're saying it in the most vulgar way. And I'm just like, this is seriously a world. And mind you, this is not guys just talking about that kind of stuff. This is girls talking to guys about it and talking about it as vulgar as a guy would talk about it. And that might sound old school.
No, but it's no.
Girls didn't used to talk that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My daughter is not going to talk that way. Her daughters are not going to talk that way. But now everybody's talking that way, and kids are listening to these podcasts and starting to talk that way. I mean, I saw this other little girl. She was probably like 16. She was on my For You page, and she was so annoyed by her parents. But the way she was talking about them, she was cussing, and it's just so vulgar. But that's because of what they're listening to and what they're watching. It's really consuming everybody. And it's really sad. It really does break my heart.
Social media is the voice.
We just did not grow up that way at all.
No, we did not. No, we did not.
Social media is the voice.
It's the voice that you hear.
Yes. And if you're out there and you post Insta stories or you post Instagram, whatever it is that you have with social media, whether or not you're trying to do like, podcast and get somewhere with it or not, right? If you have a good head on your shoulders and you serve Jesus and you serve the God of love and wisdom and understanding, start posting on your stories. I think we are so overly saturated with negativity and disgusting just mindsets. And the devil has really infiltrated.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
And I think that it'd be nice to get some more people out there speaking positivity.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to do a podcast. Just go on your Insta story and be like, hey, y'all, good morning. My day is going to be great.
Remember
God
that guy,
is so
Great
good.
Morning? Remember that guy that got viral? He used to say Great Morning?
No.
And he was just a shiny smile. And he wasn't saying much.
I love that.
It was
just something
bright.
positive.
Yes.
Just get up and just post an Insta story every morning of positivity.
Yeah.
Something nice, something that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Because right now everything just sounds icky.
Well, you said it right. We are so oversaturated with
We
not just
truly are.
negativity, but I'm going to let it sound harsh. We are so oversaturated with trash.
We are.
In this world that we live in.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you think, who you are, even the Christians trash the other Christians because they don't believe exactly the same thing or you have a different opinion.
Yeah.
It's garbage. That behavior is actually garbage.
It is.
And
it really is.
And I think we get so wrapped up in our little 2 cents that your 2 cents has to be the shiniest 2 cents in the pan. Instead of it being natural, you make sure that yours are you just make sure they're on top. So everyone can see that. And then anybody that wants to see something different, you trash them. And it's when did that become the way? Like as Christians, there are Christians all over in other places of the world that can't even say that they're Christians.
Right.
But we're so busy with our voices, using that voice that we should be using, like you said, to shine positivity and shine light.
Yeah.
To trash other people.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Not even the Lord trashes everybody. And the things that he sees us do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like every time you pray,
The
can you
nerve.
imagine if every time you prayed, the Lord was like, didn't you just lie? Didn't you just cheat? Didn't you just...
I saw that attitude you gave.
Instead of him saying, it's going to be okay. You're going to get through it. Just wait. You're going to be where I want you to be. All those positive words that he gives us, he doesn't always read us our book.
Yeah.
He doesn't always say, read it. This is what you did last week. He doesn't do that.
No.
But man, do we?
I mean,
Do we always have something to say?
yeah. In this heightened to political time that we're in as well, I think that was something that truly did just like break my heart a little bit, because no one should ever feel unsafe to share their opinion when it comes to something like that.
Yeah.
And I think that it masks itself in like annoyance and frustration and stuff like that. But it was frustrating because I'm like, if it's this way now for our children, my goodness, even in the Christian realm, we can't even be free to say what we think because of what we know we will be viewed as. Yeah. And it's just so sad. And I was going to say, and I'll wrap up this part because I could talk too long about it. But it's also really hard and sad thinking about the children that are exposed and also enduring this oversaturation of trash.
Yeah. It's
so sad. And I have a 10, she just turned 11-year-old niece. And there's kids that I know, that are around that same age and stuff like that.
I have nieces that age too.
I know what their lingo and the way they talk, and you know, these kids now, they can't look at a camera straight without putting their tongue out their mouth or doing the little scrunchy note. Like, I don't even know
or singing a song without moving their mouth, really.
Yeah. But it's just so sad to me because it makes me want to go harder for things like this.
Yes.
Because these kids are only also being exposed to that. And I want to bring it back to us. Is it really their fault?
Right. Yeah.
Well, and I'm not trying to like bash parents or anything like that, because you do it like screen time. I'm gonna do it, okay?
Look.
But what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why do we both know the trends? Why it breaks my heart because they're oversaturated. They're consumed.
They are.
They're
there was
consumed.
This video of this mom. She was like, okay, my daughter's gonna help me understand all these phrases. And this like skibbity toilet and all these stupid phrases. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, what's going on here?
It totally shows my age when I'm watching stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you can see that the mom, thankfully though, the mom was a little bit bothered because there were some phrases that were like mean that she could just tell her daughter has used. You know? But she kind of brushed over it and posted the video. Obviously there was nothing too wrong with it because she posted it.
Dang.
But yeah, it just made me sad because I'm just like, these kids they're in a different world, truly. And as a parent, they shouldn't know what's going on social media, especially when they're that young. No. They shouldn't, 10-year-olds should not be saturated with Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all that stuff. That's something that they should not know. But parents want their kids to have that because it's easier. It's like the babysitter. Yeah. It truly is. I mean, trust me, we know. Yeah. We know the kind of distraction our kids, get into when they're watching a movie or a TV show, and you get a little bit of time to yourself because they're distracted. And so when they're teenagers, moms are okay with that. They want their kids to be on their phones because at least they're not bothering them. But that's at the risk of losing your daughters, of losing your kids to a world of, this is what I have to look like. This is what I have to sound like. Where I have to accept this and know this and accept that. This is the world. Self, diminishing, and I have to be this. Sad. I have to look like this. I have to be that, and in order to be something. And I think sometimes, I don't know about you, but some of the parents that I'll see, I'm like, I'm sad for you because you haven't healed yet. You're wanting your daughter to be this person because you weren't. That's what made me emotional a little bit because we had a moment. Well, we both were bullied, and you had experiences with bullying, even as protecting your sibling from bullying. Right.
But it breaks my heart because I was bullied in elementary school heavily to the point where my sister almost had to come up and throw some hands. But I was bullied, and then also in a Christian private school, I was bullied. And if I were to parent through, if I were to parent through the hurt that I felt when I was being bullied, I would create a mean girl.
Right.
If I were to parent through the, not healed from that, and I'm crying because I feel it, but I don't feel that same way, but you feel it still,
totally. It's sad.
But if I were to parent through that, then I would be projecting that onto my child. And they would either do one or two things. They would hate people and be scared, or they would become the person so that, I'm like, no, this is what you do. So you're cool and you're on top.
Cute girl.
And you're going to do this and you're going to do that. And I feel like you can see some of that hurt.
Yeah.
Still in some of these parents.
Yeah.
And it's sad, not just for the kid, but I'm like, dang, I feel for you, girl, because I wish someone could tell you that, back then you might have looked nerdy, but you were so cool.
Yeah.
Or you were so, and I had you, and I feel like it always comes back to you in these episodes, and I had you as a protector in that private Christian school where I was bullied. And not everybody has that, and so it makes me want to it makes me want to go harder for things like this and in our parenting.
And be that shed of that little line of positivity, of light, shed that light on the world, because even if it's affecting our small little world, at least it's affecting our small little world, because it needs it. So y'all, everybody needs your positivity. Yeah. We need it out there because it's pretty negative out there. Yeah. And speaking of that though too, another thing we wanted to talk about, which I think is so important, is everyone has an opinion, right? Yeah. But do all of our opinions need to be said?
Yeah.
Truly,
Yeah.
do all of our opinions need to be said? I think a lot
After we just say a lot of ours, but
No.
trust me, we didn't say all of them.
but also, there are some opinions that need to be said, but do
Yeah.
all of them?
No.
Okay. Are they helping anybody? When you're sharing your opinion, is it helping the person you're sharing it with?
Yeah.
Or is it not helping?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have to say it because I'm real and I'm going to say what I got to say? And
Can you expose what that what
Right,
that means?
right.
Because I can't.
It's right. It's and now a lot of us go through this because I used to be this way too. I used to think, because I used to be on Facebook, I used to be a Facebook warrior, okay, when it comes to standing up for stuff.
Yeah.
But I've learned over the years that you do not have to say everything. And when you have an opinion, it's not fake to keep it inside and just a smile and wave.
Yeah.
Like someone says an opinion you don't agree with, okay. Because you don't need to
great.
share, because not everybody needs to hear what you have to say. And a lot of times it puts us at risk when we're like, oh, I'm not fake. I'm real. I'm going to tell how it is. I'm that person. I'm going to tell how it is, right? It puts you at risk from being able to show the love of God to people. Is it worth that?
No, it's not. Nothing is. Yeah.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not worth it at all.
It's not. And it also, when you are saying, and mind you, there are some that say, I'm just keeping it real. And I'm like, okay, bet. But most, it's an excuse to be mean. Like you're using it as an excuse to say what you're going to say without consequence or without having to address the response or the impact.
Yes.
So I'm just going to keep it real. And that's just, they know me. They know me. I'm going to keep it real.
They know I'm going to say something. Is that a good thing though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not always a good thing.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in your life, right? Think of someone that maybe you don't particularly love being around.
Okay.
Okay. Not that you hate the person. Not even saying you don't like the person. Maybe there's people that you don't like.
Yeah.
Right? I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you think it would be fake if you smiled at them, even though you don't like them? It wouldn't be.
It would not.
To answer your question. It wouldn't be. And a lot of people get that confused.
Yeah.
They think it's being fake to smile and show kindness to someone that you don't particularly like.
That's actually called fundamental being Christ-like. I'm
is.
confused. Like that's actually the baseline there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can still smile at somebody and say, hey, how are you? And not be fake. And still not exactly like them very much.
Yep.
Because that's just showing the love of God. Being rude to someone you don't like, that's easy. And didn't Jesus say he wants you to love someone that you don't like?
Yeah.
It's easy to love someone that you love.
Yeah.
And it's easy to hate someone that you hate.
Yeah.
But to love someone that you don't like, to treat someone nicely that you don't like, that's the hard.
Or let's say this. How about treat someone unfavorably just because you don't understand them?
Yes.
And I think that's the other thing too. Well, like it's all misunderstanding, right? Like it's all you don't actually know. You don't actually know. You don't actually know the facts. You don't actually know the situation. But you're just gonna act this way because shoot, I'm real. So they gonna get it how they get it. That's just what I do.
Not.
How is that? That's actually, you're kind of putting yourself out there by saying, hey, I'm real and I lack emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Because what is that? We've all been hurt by people's words before. But you want to excuse you hurting people with your words by saying I'm just real. That's not real.
That's not real. And truthfully, for those of us who are saved and sanctified, living for the Lord, right? Our real selves are our spiritual selves. The flesh part of us, that's not our real selves. That's the flesh part. That's the part that we're not supposed to give into.
Right.
Our real selves is who God made us to be.
Yeah.
That's loving, kind, merciful, all those things, long-suffering. That's who we're supposed to be. But us being like, oh, I can't smile at her. I don't like her. She knows I don't like her. Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
And we've been called fake often because we generally, you guys, like we are very, and this is, I'm gonna pat our son back a little bit.
Yeah.
We're loving people. Like we love to love.
Yeah.
We love to make you smile. We are girls. Like we will compliment you if we see you and we're like, oh, that's a cute jacket, girl. You are rocking that.
And we're like,
excuse
me.
Literally.
You look so cute today.
That's who we are. And so a lot of times people are like, there is no way you could be that. That's not really who you are. No, for real. Do I have my bad days? 100%.
Yeah.
Am I always like, life's not always that way, but the core of who we are is literally to be kind people.
Yeah.
So it's not fake. We're not,
It's
when
not
I
fake.
say, oh, I don't want to say that because I had this a couple times when I've talked to, a friend or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but I just, I'm not going to say what I think because I just don't want to offend. Well, say what you got to say because that's, what? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm choosing.
I don't want to offend.
I am choosing not to.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to offend someone. Why would I want to? Why would I want to offend someone?
And that's not being fake.
No.
I have had people complain about me because I'm too bubbly.
Too bubbly. Mm-hmm.
And mind you, I'm not even as bubbly as her. I'm an introvert.
If they're complaining about you being bubbly,
right.
I'm going to be like a soda or something. I don't know.
Right. That's funny. Super fizzy.
Yeah.
But I genuinely, when I meet people, I genuinely smile. Mm-hmm. I introduce myself.
Yeah.
I'm giggly, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, I'm telling jokes, because that's truly how I want to come across.
Because you have joy.
I want to be kind and loving,
Yeah.
But I've had girls be like, she's the most, or she's fake, or she smiles too much. Is she really that happy? There's no way she's that happy. But it's like, so do you want me on my bad days to be mad at everybody?
Right.
You want me to leave my house, go out to church or some other function?
Yeah.
And humbug everybody because
Right.
I've had a bad day?
That's not
Are you
fair.
for real? That's not fair.
They expect that from you, babe, because that's what they do.
That's what
and
they
that's
do.
so not fair.
It's not fair.
No.
I don't need to know that you had a bad day to be real. You can literally just be like smiling because you genuinely want someone to feel accepted by you.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is. The only people who have truly seen me with an attitude, like an actual attitude where I'm like upset because yes, I do get there. Yes, I do get angry. Yes, I do get attitude. That's my husband, my sister.
Yeah.
Probably my kids a little bit because those doesn't get on my nerves. And my adopted parents.
Yeah.
Because they have seen me with attitude before.
Yeah.
Other than that, even people that I love and care about. Even I got a friend that I really enjoy talking to and spending time with. She's never, unless something really horrible happens, is ever gonna see me with a big old fat nasty attitude.
And not because you're fake.
Why? I don't need her to ever see that because I don't need to show her. It's not me being real, being like, girl, I don't want to talk to you today. Girl, get out my face. I don't want to do it. Or she says hi, hey girl, whatever.
Oh my
Because
God.
I had a bad day. No, and it's not fake to not show her that.
No.
What that is I'm a kind person and I'm
Yes.
showing the love of God, and she doesn't need to be burdened with my nasty little attitude.
But
She
also
doesn't.
when attitudes are shown, the same energy you gave to that attitude, give to that apology. Yeah. And that's something that we also do a lot is if we know that we're having a hard time or whatever, even with my kids, my husband, my family and, whatever, I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I was tripping a little bit. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Yeah, my bad.
I was tripping. That's on me. That's on me.
I was rude. I was
and
rude.
I think it's this. It's like this justification to bring people down. And people always say, oh, I'm down to earth. Well, you're down to earth, baby, is bringing other people down too. Why are you doing this? Why are we doing this?
No one wants to be in the dirt with you.
Can you just be down?
Yeah.
And stay down. Don't try to pull me with you.
And get some help.
Yeah.
Call
therapy,
somebody.
baby.
Call somebody. I'm having a bad day. I need to vent.
But you know what, though, real quick? I'm sorry. It also lines up with people that say, I don't care what people think about me, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't say, well, I shouldn't because I'm going to be... I'm not talking about that. Be yourself.
To a certain extent.
But what I'm saying is, if people keep saying, you're always so mean, you're always so harsh, you're this, you're that, maybe we listen.
We need to care. Y'all, seriously. We need to care.
Come on, please.
Not about what people think about you, like if they don't like your funny, silly personality, they don't like you at all. But you need to care if people think you're rude.
Yeah.
You need to care if people think you're not nice and kind or loving. That matters.
Yes.
People need to know that you're a kind person.
And it really does make me think about the people that say the down to earth thing. It's because they feel like if they see it, they need to say it. If I see it, then that must mean I gotta address it. It must mean I gotta say my piece on it. You know? But that's not the case. No. I've had so many times when I have been blessed, if you will, to see things that I didn't want to see.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I need to say something. And maybe God, in the moment, if he's revealing something to you, Maybe it's for you to pray and not say. Maybe you need to take that in and go in your little corner.
That's good. Pray and not say.
And pray about it and not say it. That's called discretion. And that's called emotional intelligence. And that's called letting the Lord lead you.
So take that, y'all, today.
Please, Lord.
Take that with you on today, on tomorrow.
And for the rest of your life. Day. I don't know why we got country.
Y'all just learn. No. When you're going throughout your day, repeat it in your head. You know what? Pray, don't say.
Pray, don't say.
Pray, don't say.
Is that our first t-shirt?
I think that's good. I think that's good, yes. Because you're at your job. Someone's like, did you get those files? Pray, don't say. Lord, help me. Help her, Jesus. She's having a bad day. I'm going to get them straight to you in just a second if you just don't mind. Yeah. Like, so you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm country all of a sudden.
Yeah.
But, that's good to keep in your head because everything don't need to be said.
No.
And let the Lord tell you what to say.
Yep. And it's also become something that me and Matt talk about because he's like, so remember when we said we shouldn't say nothing? But look what happened. I didn't even need to say something. But look what happened.
Yep.
And I'm like, dang it, he's right again.
Yep.
Again with the country. He's right again.
He's right again. Them husbands of ours are always just right, aren't they?
But that's what it is. Maybe it's not for you to say,
it's
just
not.
pray.
Most of the time, y'all, you don't have to address things. Let's be real. If someone gives you attitude, you don't have to say, excuse me, did you mean to give me that attitude? Excuse me.
A lady gave me an attitude of bomber today, but I didn't say it. Did I? I didn't mention it.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't mention it. I was trying to be cute and like involve her in our conversation because she was right there.
Yeah.
And she was so rude, but I continued to kill her with kindness. And then she goes, "What did you mean?"
She came right around
because I prayed and I didn't say it.
Yep. And why don't we listen to the Lord when He says, "Kill him with kindness"?
Ooh, I love me a good
lot of
sword
times
of kindness. just stab me with my
burning
sword
with kindness. No, but a lot of times our problems can be solved with people if you're just kind. Yeah. Truly. The Lord knows what He's talking about, you guys. Yeah. Like, for real.
Sometimes just I'm not going to lie. The killing doesn't happen fast enough for me. And that's why sometimes that doesn't work.
And I'm like, Lord, do you mean like that kind of killing? Or what are we talking about here? Because it looks like they're alive and well still.
Because they're breathing just fine.
They're successful and everything. Lord, I'm not sure that scripture.
I don't know.
No, because I was very kind to them.
I was actually way kind.
Still breathing. What's going on?
No, but yeah.
That's
what happens.
But take that, guys. Don't forget. Pray.
All the things.
You pray, don't say.
Yeah, pray, don't say.
Pray it, don't say it.
Pray it, don't say it.
Or pray, don't say is better, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep that in your mind because y'all, you don't have to say everything. We can hold our tongues.
Yeah.
We can hold our tongues a little bit more. And if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all.
Don't say it at all. Oh, we're taking it back to kindergarten.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do something fun. One of our favorite segments is
No But Yeah. Please repeat it. No But Yeah. That's how you have to say it. No But Yeah.
Okay. We have some. I have some funny ones.
Okay.
You want to go first?
I'm gonna go first because I have one about my own self.
Okay.
This is my No But Yeah. No But Yeah. When I'm in the nail salon, because I got my nails done. Why it's really annoying to me that I can't say when I'm dissatisfied.
Mm-hmm. No But Yeah.
It's really No But Yeah. Tell her to stop. Like the nail lady's been massaging my leg and gets like that middle bone. And it hurts so bad. And I'm just sitting there like, ouch. And she's going at it with that middle bone right there, like going at it. Bro. Yes, and it hurts so bad. And I don't ever just be like, can you be a little more gentle? Or no massage today, please. Yeah. Or if the nail color's not great, I'm like, I will get in the car and cry. Mm-hmm. And be like, I cannot believe this looks like this. Because I just cannot, for some reason, express when I'm not satisfied with the service. Yeah. I wish that I could, but I can't. But I can for others.
I was about to say,
but I can't do it for myself.
She can be your advocate, though.
I really
She also got slapped once at a nail salon. So.
Oh my God, yeah. I did.
Is that a story for another time?
She didn't really slap me, but she
was to cheek.
She did like a little funny, like, oh, you're crazy, and did look one of these.
It was a light,
and I was
slap.
like,
trauma response, you guys. It was like a girl. It was like a funny slap.
Yeah. And I didn't know what to do. And I said, Mariah, did she just?
Was that the day I got engaged? Wasn't that the same day I got engaged?
No.
That wasn't the same night?
No.
Oh, I thought it was.
No. But I was stunned.
It was the same place though. So that's the only place. That's what I associate that place with. Yeah,
that was like our nail joint, and the lady felt like she was like a mom to us.
Yeah, it was so weird. Mama. But okay, so my No But Yeah, my first one is I'm gonna keep it at the nail salon because I literally have one for nail shop. Mine is no but yeah, branch out, Mariah. That's my no but yeah. As you can see, or if you're watching, you can't see, but if you're listening, I have like maroon nails because we asked our husbands what color.
Yeah.
And I got maroon, and it's supposed to be a little redder, but I got scared. Here's the thing, you guys. I love fashion, and Olivia opened my eyes today that it could be a part of it. But so much so that I just feel like I cannot branch out. Like, this is like, whoo,
it was huge for her.
It's huge for me. But I want to be better, and I want to just like have some fun. And so that's my no but yeah for the nail shop. Like, It's okay, dude. It's okay.
It's okay. Just
you can branch out.
A little color.
It's not gonna be forever.
Like red and I've done all the colors.
Yeah.
My husband told me to do charcoal gray.
So cute.
And I've never done charcoal gray before or gray period before, but I love it. It's actually super cute and actually works. When it's supposed to give. Yeah, it totally works.
Let's set it again. Okay. Do you have a second one?
Okay. Yes. Here's my no but. My second no but yeah. No but yeah. I do not want to microwave my coffee. But I have to.
Oh, honey, we've got so many days,
before I had kids, I was like, because I would see moms like posting on social media that they have to microwave their coffee like 3-4 times a day. And I'm like, never, just drink the coffee. I'm so confused. Yeah, for real. The amount of times your coffee just ends up sitting.
Oh my God.
In the morning and you don't get to really fully drink it.
It's every day. What do you mean?
Let me drink my coffee. Please. Let me drink my coffee, please.
Matthew's literally opened the microwave when he got home from work. And my coffee cup that's like that much full is in there. And I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
And I've actually reheated like 3 times before in one day.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, same. Oh, same. Like sometimes I make my coffee at 8:30 in the morning and I'm reheating it till like 12.
No.
Or nap time.
It's nap time, and I'm taking the last gulp of cold coffee because I'm like, I must drink it. I don't know why I have this loyalty to that cup.
I do too.
But like, I have to drink the coffee.
I have to finish my cup.
It's so mom life though. Shout out to the moms out there drinking cold coffee.
All those of you who've experienced
we see you,
that.
we hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, my last one, but yeah, this is an honest one. Okay, we're not judging here.
No judging.
It's a safe place.
Stop.
No, but yeah, stop scrolling, Mariah. You guys. I want to be, this is not a New Year's resolution. It's a now resolution.
Okay.
I need to be better at just stopping. I need to, because today I noticed this today. And mind you, we have a reason to, again, it's the mom life. Sometimes I would like Sometimes I would like my brain to become mush, because that means that I have nothing to think about. So I'm just scrolling. But again, the voice, what are we listening to, right? What are we hearing?
No,
But I'm scrolling, and today I literally thought, Mariah, stop. Stop. And so I stopped, put my phone down, and we're going on a trip. So I was like, get stuff ready for the trip. So I did that. But it's like a habit. It's like it's not weird. I know what it is. It's a habit. And
it really is.
No, but yeah, we need social media, obviously, for this. But stop the scrolling. Yeah, stop the scrolling. And were you about to say your husband tells you?
Yeah.
My husband does
at night, I'm like, I need it to put me to sleep.
Olivia,
and he's
stop.
like, babe, if you just get off your phone and go to sleep.
He does the same.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm like, he'll be in bed like a little bit before me sometimes, which is rare. He'll go to bed, right? And he's like, watching basketball or something.
Yeah.
Or basketball videos or whatever. And I get in the bed and I take my phone out and I'm like, don't tell me to get off my phone because you've been here longer.
Yeah.
So add that extra time to me too.
Yeah.
Because I get in my phone and then like a minute later he's like, hey babe, it's time. Because he knows that wasn't my first time all day.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my notification thing went off. I only spent 9 seconds on social media. I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, so that's not me. But
yeah,
our husbands try to keep us grounded there. But that's my goal. I really want to.
I do too. I do too. I want to scroll less.
Scroll less.
My third no but yeah.
Okay.
And my last is no but yeah. We have to stop this episode.
Oh, I love it. Because I didn't have a third one, so I was like, oh,
you're
God.
like, oh shoot, I gotta think
it's not in my notes. Yes.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This epi. Hope you took something from it.
Yeah.
Pray it, don't say it. Pray don't say.
Pray don't say.
Take that with you guys, for realies.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for all of your love, for watching, for liking, subscribing. If you haven't, go ahead and go like this, subscribe. Click the notification thingy so you know exactly when the episodes drop.
Yes. And we
so
want to
you can
hear
watch it.
from you.
Yes.
Like if any part of this resonated with you in particular, let us know, whether it's a comment or a personal DM on our page.
Yeah.
We want to like make sure that we are, like we said earlier, giving quality and giving
worth listening to.
Yes, and we want to be that. And so if there's something that you're struggling with that you would like to hear a different perspective on,
yeah,
send us a comment or a DM or whatever, and we'd love to do that.
A topic you want us to talk about, we definitely will do that. So,
but we just hope we can continue to create that safe space for you, to show you and to remind you that Jesus loves you and that He's not judging you. He's here for you. We're here for you.
Yes.
And
Amen.
Come back next week, y'all, for another episode of Same but Different Time.
Okay, we love you guys. Bye.